Alright guys, welcome back to the Filter Outdoors channel, and as you see here, we have the Starcraft. So yeah, if you guys watched my first video on this one, it was about a year ago, but there was basically just framing in the boat and that's all there was. So if you guys haven't watched that video, you probably go watch it before this, but now it's pretty much finished, and I'm gonna give you guys a little tour of what I have and how I did it. So yeah. So starting with the hull, we got this Starcraft. It's a 14 foot. And it's about a 70s model we're estimating, but we got it for $100, just a plain boat. Had the 3 bench seats in it, but that was about it. And we already had a trailer, so that's where we started. Here we have the trolling motor. It's a motor guide, 24 volt, 71 pound thrust, and it's one of the cable ones, so I like that kind of better. And yeah, this is how we have the deck laid out. I got fishing poles on the sides and then the net in the middle. And how these are attached is there's just I just started with one of these ball things. It's supposed to go like through here, and then you can wrap it around something, and it's adjustable too. But I took the plastic piece off the end, so I just had the elastic, and right here I just staple nailed through the elastic part, and then on the other side, this here is a nail that I pounded into there, and then I cut the head off of there, and I filed down the tip of it too, so you can walk over it. I usually fish barefoot, so it doesn't hurt my feet or anything. So our first compartment is going. My camera makes weird noises when it zooms in and out. So this is the first compartment. This is my favorite one. And how I have it, I have all stainless steel hardware here. And I just did the hinges on the outside. Some people like to do them in between the crack. And then I just have a strap that I have attached there. And I have them pretty firm so they won't fly open on the highway or anything. This is my tackle compartment. I have a shelf here for some of my soft plastics, and I have some gulp baits in there. And then I made it just the size so you can take your 3600 size tackle box, put it in there, and they won't be going anywhere. And I just have some other junk. I have my spinner baits box and another spoon box just in the end there. So that's what I have in that one. And what I did for the framing, I used mainly 2x4s, but I did use some 2x2s. And then you can't use green treated in aluminum boats. That might sound weird to some people, but because it lasts a lot longer. But the green treated wood will actually rot through the aluminum. And so you have to use non-green treat and paint over it and seal it. So I just used some white outdoor paint that we had laying around. And then for the carpet, this is indoor-outdoor carpet, and we basically just wrapped it around the outside and then stapled it on the underside. On either side, here and here, we have our battery boxes. There's the battery in there. And since it's a 24 volt trolling motor, we have 2 batteries. And in here, I also have one of my tackle bags. And this is the jumper that goes in between this and that battery to run them in series. And we take that off every time so it doesn't have a draw on the battery. This middle one is one of my favorite boxes that we put in. This is just the day box. I throw some things in here, and here I have a couple jigs, my sunglasses, sunscreen, and then a plug for the boat, and then this key. This key is pretty important. It goes in this little hole here, and it's like in the trolling motor, wires run through this, and this breaks the current. Whenever the key isn't in there, it stops. So all you have to do with this is you put it in there and turn it, and then the trolling motor has power. I haven't really done anything with the back of the boat yet so far. Oh, this piece came off. But here is the rod locker, and I have a cooler in here. Either I put food for the day or food and drinks, and otherwise I keep it in case I want to keep some fish alive in case I have a long drive home. So the rod locker is pretty cool. I didn't initially design it like this, but that's just the way it turned out. In here I have 2 PVC pipes, and then these ones in the bottom can hold up to 7 to 6 rods. And then this surprises some people because I put the thing here. But basically, this is like one of the big bass boats. This whole thing pulls up, and you have access to your other rods. So in here I have 4 PVC pipes, and these can hold up to 6'9" rods. And I also have my paddle in there. There's some open space in the middle so you can throw some things in there. And this bungee cord is for the top rod so they don't go sliding back and forward when you're driving. So now we're at the power end of the boat, the rear end, and here we have an older Johnson 25 horse. It makes the boat go pretty good, and it's a little hard starting, but it runs well after you get it started. I have one of the fish nets. I use this most of the time if I'm going to keep fish, and then this goes in one of the rod lockers, and then you just hang it over the edge. And we have the gas. So now we're on the other side of the boat, and got the trolling motor pedal there. Here I have one of the clippers that it's on a leash, so it just broke. So up here in the nose compartment, this is one of the sticky ones. I got it open. We have, if you can see, these are the ends of the rod tubes here. And in this compartment I have my Garmin fish finder, and I have some rope in the bottom here. And this one I have, there's like a leash for the motor and a fuse and some of the boat registration stuff and a prop. And over here I have, this is just a cheap toolbox from Harbor Freight, and this is where I keep all my line. And then also I have a little anchor. I'm not sure if that would hold the boat, especially in the river, but I have it. Also mounted to the door I have some copper pipes that I screwed on here that have slits in them, and you can hang some of your go-to lures on here. I have a spinnerbait and a lipless and a deep diving crankbait, and they stay on there pretty well, but yeah, I don't use that too much, but it's nice to have. In this compartment I have life jackets and a throw. That's about it. And then the front one, here, I guess I gotta go over there. Now I'll just tell you. And that one up there, I have the other battery, and I have a little pump. Alright guys, thank you all for watching this episode of Full Joe Outdoors, and also don't forget to like and subscribe.